welcome back if you're joining me from another video. If you're joining me for the first time, hello! Well, I haven't been making doll videos in a while, which has been surprising. I have had a new job which has kind of been taking different steps. I've kind of been bounced around roles at the moment, not for anything that I was expecting to do, but it has been a bit of a journey, and I'm hoping soon it will slow down and I'll be back into what I really applied for, which is, you know, everybody knows I love customer services. All you that know me in real life, hello. You know I like talking to people. So I'm hoping to get back there soon, past Christmas. Hopefully it settles down and I can enjoy all of you, see some of you again, yay, and get back into my other love, which is dollies, my little, especially my Smart Doll City. So if you're new here, Smart Doll is a hinged BJD. Now, hinged BJDs are considered different to strung BJDs. If you're looking to get into the ball jointed doll community, please make sure you research beforehand. There is a lot of rules to some forums. Some forums are very accepting of everything, including recasts. Some forums are very no, no, no. So, you know, make sure if you're looking to get into this community that you've done your research beforehand. Now, one of my favorite hinged BJDs is Smart Doll by Danny Chu, which is a Japan based doll. It comes in anime to semi-realistic style. These are only a tiny, what is a handful of my girls, basically just over a handful of my girls. I have 24 Smart Dolls, I think it is, maybe 25. They are all over the place. I love them so much. They go everywhere with me, and it's kind of one of those things where I don't intend to stop collecting anytime soon. So if you are new, sorry ladies that have seen this a million times before, Smart Dolls come in these boxes which are built to the size of the Smart Doll bag. And what do I say every video, ladies that know me? Say it with me. Best book carriers ever. If you love going to the library, my son absolutely adores the library. If you're like me and love buying anime, manga, the general lady la-di-da book, this is a fantastic built bag for it. So they then come in this bag, which comes out. Ha, 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 ha. Let's get it up here. I'm sorry if it's a bit dark today. The overhead light chandelier is not working. Need to get an electrician. Never ends. And on the bag it says, keep calm and carry a Smart Doll, which is really, really cool. And you can see it's kind of like in this sack kind of material. They're very well made. They're incredibly strong, and if you're lucky enough to have some of the original bags with the four corners, oh my god, those are even better than these ones. Definitely look out for those ones. So walk down this way. Inside, when you buy a Smart Doll, will be two things. Obviously your dolly and your box. So your box comes with essentially the three things that come with every full body Smart Doll, which is a wig, an explanation card, kind of an introduction to Smart Doll as much as it's an introduction to the creator, and a tripod stand. So my girls are on the third leg here, which is effectively a third leg that goes out the back and gives them the ability to support themselves. Most Smart Dolls are strong enough that they can stand on their own. So that's this little box. And then if you buy clothing and body parts on top, all of that will be in this wonderful little box here, which has a CJ on the side, which stands for Culture Japan, and then a Smart Doll designed by Danny Chu on the front. And then we have what we always want. At least me as a Smart Doll collector always want, the full body girl. I know there are option heads at the moment, as there has been an issue with supply of certain body types out there. For me, I am not into the option heads. A doll that is just a floaty head is not a person to me. For me, they become a someone when they are whole, and they stay that way. A head is just a head. I'm sorry ladies, I know some have been asking for me to buy certain option heads so I can have a look at them and put photos up, etc. but it just doesn't mesh with me. Until they come out in full dolls, I'm not interested in them. So I am hoping soon we'll be back to the bodies. Alright, so we've seen this bag. Let's put this away. I'm so out of practice right now. I'm like all over the place. And grab her. Now, for those of you who know on my Instagram and saw her come in, she was an after birthday thought. I think she was purchased after my birthday, but my best friend likes to spoil me all of the time. And so I think he makes excuses just to get me stuff. So this is a doll that when he saw her go up, he knew she was on my, oh my goodness, I must have her list, Melody. So Melody is in the anime style, big eyes and beautiful, and she is a blonde girl with grey eyes, I believe it is. Gosh, I haven't had her out since then. I've had a small play with her with clothes and took some photos for Instagram, but she has been awaiting her birthing into Smart Doll City. Ooh la la. So we're getting there. So she is here. Now this is interesting. These pair of pants should actually be in this box. Obviously I did not pack her as well as I thought, so I apologize for that. That should be in there. I'm excited. I am so excited. I love you all. I'm sorry that I've been a bit behind at the moment. I'll get back right into it as soon as things are settled down in real life. I just kind of feel a bit silly. Okay, so we've got her in her cyborg production mode, kind of like an L shape. Are you ready for that new doll squeak? Lord knows I am. I need this right now. This is my, oh my goodness, my me time. Oh, that was awesome. She had an extra loud one. I hope you guys heard that creak, creak, creak. I love that new doll squeak. Now the dolls come effectively in bubble wrap. They're well packaged. So let's get this bubble wrap out. And of course, you know, this bubble wrap's really good to repurpose if you're going to send things to other people. I give it away to friends and family to repurpose. Or if you want to throw it out, just make sure that you pop the bubbles and make it smaller, little bit thing. And then they have a plastic wrap over. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been seeing so many option heads and not many full smart dolls lately. And it actually kind of makes me a little sad, to be honest. So I'm getting off the plastic bag, and here she is, her hands at the back. She is in the cinnamon tone. I see the Mirai on her head and the Mirai on her neck here. I'm going to have a first look at her for a while and she can finally be out and be on display in my world. And I'll have a bit of a talk about who she is in my Smart Doll City, etc. with you ladies and gents. I'm just so I want this to last because I always get a high whenever I see them. Oh gosh, she's beautiful. She is so incredibly pretty and very, very anime. Those eyes scream anime. Now I remember reading that Danny said that anime girls are always more popular than the semi-real girls. And I can understand it because as someone who reads a lot of manga and who watches Crunchyroll, I love anime girls. There's something just beautiful. I love the really innocent, you know, romances and things like that. There's just something beautiful about them that makes me happy. And she's beautiful. Look at her. This is Melody, Smart Doll, and Cinnamon. So she has the medium grey sports bra set on. Her eyelashes. Let me just have a look. Because Milk, she's in skin tone Milk. Casey Starlight here is anime. And her eyelashes pull more to the center, like there's lots of flicks that go in the center, whereas Melody's eyes just spray out from here. They're outwards. They are big grey eyes, but we're going to change that. So we are going to change that, and as I'm opening up things, we'll have a bit of a talk of everything that she is and who she is and how she's going to fit into the world. I of course will bring her. I'm sorry, sweetheart, did I do that? That was a bit strange. Normally they stand up by themselves. She's kind of like, she's probably fainting. It's her. She's like, oh my gosh, the light, it burns. After being in that box for so long. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. And yeah, just, you know, if you've been watching me for a while, if you're new to Smart Doll, check out my other videos and see a lot of other dolls, and you can see a prototype. This is a prototype, one of kind, right here. You can see a cyborg on my Instagram that I'm working on, etc. So you can see a bit of everything on what I have. I like a little bit of everything. So this was originally in the box. These are the 3/4 cargo pants. They're in like this swamp green, which actually I was very worried about how they would look, because I noticed they weren't popular. They kept on being discounted, etc. And I thought, ugh, they must be like like the thing that Danny made, and everybody was like, yeah, why the hell would anybody want to hear that? But they're actually quite pleasant in real life. They're not as, how can I say it? In the photos, I can understand why they wouldn't be popular. Like, kind of like one of those things you're like, where the hell would you wear with that? But they're actually quite pleasant in real life. They look almost to a grey under certain lighting conditions, more than that swamp cat green. Let's get into the little box of goodies. Okay, opening it up. So first of all, we have the medium blonde wig, which is what Melody comes with. This is her style. Each girl kind of has their style, and then you can change it up. You know, standard BJD things, you can make them into who you want. Change their eyes, change their bodies, you know, customize them a bit. You could even make their own face, you know, buy a blank face and make it to what you want. You can make your own character, make your own OC basically. We have the Mirai Store Tokyo shirt, t-shirt, which I actually thought went really well with this green when I was trying. I don't know if you're like me, but I flick between the photos all the time, and I put things in the cart and then look and see if they match up. I thought it went very well with these pants, in that there is a hint of green on the clothing here, and it actually works really well. So there was a hint of green. This actually works really well. We'll dress her together. Here is her tripod stand, which goes into the back, in a hole into the back of the Smart Doll to help them stand up. We have an introduction card. You know, don't avoid getting fingers pinched in joints. Avoid prolonged periods in strong light. Keep joints dry. Whatever you do, do not feed after midnight. I should have a gremlin. I should start putting one of my gremlins on these videos. Use stain prevention measures if you're wearing dark clothing. That is something that should be with every ball jointed doll. The amount of people who get either strung or hinged BJDs and then dress them in black clothing and are like, oh my goodness, 2 months later I've taken black clothing and my doll has stains all over it, and they're like, what? That's one of the basics of owning, you know, ball jointed dolls, or any sort of doll really. Be careful over what you put on them. And then something which I have not actually brought for Melody, this bag here, I have actually brought for, she's down by here by me, for Monday, Smart Doll Monday, who is named Monday. I wasn't very original with that one, but it actually goes with her personality really well. So and her backstory, which one day I'll get into each of their individual backstories. Has a lot to do with her mother actually. This goes so well with her red setup. She is all in full Smart Doll clothing. Smart Doll jeans are the best on the market. I don't care what anyone says. If you're looking for well-made pants, they are worth the investment. Never regret Smart Doll jeans. A Smart Doll t-shirt here with a CJ in the middle, and this is actually like a little cap, like a baseball cap. She just wears it backwards because she's a rebel. This is actually for her, so we will have a look with that with her, but that is not for Melody here. So let's do that part of the video where I bring her up close and we have a look at her face and the unique differences. One thing that my best friend always says, they all look the same. Look, they do not look all the same. When you have been collecting dolls as long as I have, even with like our generation of American Girl, you get a lot of people who just say, every single one looks the same. The only thing that changes is skin type. No, they don't. Their faces are very different. You just need to look, and let's look together. Alright, this is the part of the video that I say it. Look, I'm really close to the camera right now. If you need to turn me down because I've missed it in editing, just go ahead now. So here is Melody. As I said, she is in the cinnamon skin tone. Currently cinnamon is the lightest skin tone available under Smart Doll. It used to be milk. I'll show all the different skin tones at the end. So it is a very natural skin tone to me for white skin, basically. The milk is almost ghostly in some ways, whereas the cinnamon has hints of color in it which make your doll look a little more alive. Melody has strong blushing from the edge of her eye right down to just before the corner of her lip. There is a strong wave of blushing there. And then, as I pointed out, look at these flicks, all these big anime flicks. So she has, I'm going to try and get this up as close as possible, because I haven't seen this in other people's videos. That's why I always like to bring them up. There is like an almost light shade of purple or brown under those flicks. Under there, I'm hoping I'm getting that in the camera for you. And it starts just under the eye and goes right up to just about here. So I've never seen that brought up in any videos I've watched about Melody. See on the other side here? That there. And you can see her very grey eyes. So I did remember her well. Her eyes are very basic. They're small, eyebrows I should say, just small flicks. A little bit of growth just before the center here, but very basic compared to some of the other girls who have bushes. We have a brown outline that is makes up one of the flicks here before the black insert. So there is depth in her. We have one eye crease just above here in light brown, and then we have one little solo light brown crease under her eye here, which is very special. I like it. Almost very Egyptian-y actually. This tiny little flake and brown. Her lips are quite basic compared to some of the other girls. They're just a soft pink done into a small smile. Very cute. Now Smart Doll bodies are pretty much the same for all the girls. There isn't too much variation for the basic. You can get into the stage where you can buy them bigger chests. You can buy them chests with headlights, as Danny likes to call them. And he is currently working on some bootylicious Smart Dolls, which I'm sure my friend, as soon as he sees those booties coming out, he's going to be sending them to me. I know that's just going to be something he focuses on. He's not a dolly person, but he likes the option parts. So they're very basic hinged BJDs, standard hinged BJDs I should say. I'll get into the articulation as we're dressing her. Let's get her into some clothing so she doesn't look so naked. Oh. Okay, so I've got Melody down here, and now I'll introduce Melody by her proper name. She is Zoey. Zoey in Smart Doll City is a travel planner. She is part of a franchise at the moment, but she wants to eventually be her own boss, own her own company. And Melody is the sort of travel planner who is basically like a wedding planner. She does not do economy. She doesn't do it what she calls cattle class effectively. And for those who are newbies, you can see that I'm pulling the doll apart. This is one of the wonderful things of hinged BJDs. Unlike strung BJDs where you have to fight with their arms and all sorts of things and the elastic, you can pull them apart and put them back together like a Frankenstein. Which lends to all sorts of wonderful things, like if you want to put a clear chest on them or make them a bit of everything. There's a lot of options out there. Check out the Smart Doll website and see what you can do for yourself if you're looking at making an interesting character. So Zoey loves 5-star. She loves luxury living. She loves luxury travel. And her sort of clientele is the sort of people that can afford to see places around the world at the best of it, with the best of it, I should say. So people who can have their champagne breakfast, and Zoey plans everything, as I said on her Instagram post. She's much like a wedding planner. Even the color of the napkins that things are served in, she makes sure that it's there. Everyone is, you know, attended to. No taxi sort of deliveries. Ubers are waiting on them in, you know, nice vehicles basically, or limousines if they much prefer that sort of thing. She's got that gift of the gab with the very professional voices, where much like with me with customer services, I know when I call someone, hello mate, how you going? And I say to someone, good afternoon sir, how can I help you? You know, that sort of thing. With the boys coming in for the contractors, you guys want a tea or coffee? You want some water? Or can I interest you in a tea or coffee, sirs? You know, sort of thing. She has that ability to recognize what upper class want, and she is able to cater to it, even the most fussiest of clients. And she herself is a fussy person. This makes her not the easiest person to get along with. She's a close friends with Addison, who is also not someone's too easy to get along with, you know, very social media, very, oh look at me, I'm beautiful sort of thing, is my Addison. But Zoey, outside of work, she can actually be quite pleasant. You know, she can be somebody that you can sit down and have a beer at with the pub, though she wouldn't be dead, you know, caught dead seen by one of her clients in a pub. But you could have a sit down with her and a nice drink. But when she is in work mode, she is in work mode, as in there is no economy kettle class for her. It is business class upwards. It is eating at a 5-star hotel, looking over the water, and if you're doing Disneyland, making sure that you are driven in style there, making sure that you stay on one of those $400 a room sort of nights sort of person. She's very, very good at what she does, and she loves it. She loves to see the world, how should I say this? She loves to see the world through gold-rimmed glasses. And that is what she is good at. So, you know, if you're good at something, you might as well stay there. So if you can see here, remember how I was saying the pants look so much worse, in my opinion, on the site than they actually are in real life. And you can see the hint of green in the Mariah Stewart t-shirt here. It ties so well into here. These are actually fantastic travel pants. Anyone, if you want a bit of a fashion tip, 3/4 tops or 3/4 pants are amazing. You can get some really stylish 3/4 tops and 3/4 pants that do casual and stylish at the same time. And the best thing about them is they're easy to walk in, especially if you're going to, you know, hiking or areas like that, or if you're doing the dishes but you want to look a bit stylish, 3/4 arms, you don't need to worry about washing the dishes. Your top stops right here. I love 3/4 tops and pants. So we have got her in her clothes, her shoes. I'm just gonna use some good old AliExpress $3 sneakers on, because these are really good for what you pay. If you're looking for these, I think I have some. Yeah, I think I've pretty much done another video on AliExpress shoes, so you can check that out for what's available. Comes out, I think they come with shipping to about $5 each. Super, super cheap to New Zealand, which we are on the bottom of the world, so I imagine it's only cheaper to America. She's looking pretty good here, darlings, but she needs some here. But even before that, you might have seen, I don't know if the camera picked it up, there is an eye pack over here. Now, I want Zoey with grey eyes. Let me just have a look behind me. I've just had a look behind me. Felicity has grey eyes. Felicity is my Ivy, my beautiful girl. And Courage, who I opened up recently, Semi-Real Courage, has grey eyes as well. So I don't want another grey-eyed girl. To be honest, one of the hardest colors and eye colors to find in Smart Doll is green, in my opinion. My Monday has green eyes, but she actually comes with blue eyes. So if I did not have green eyes in her, I would have no green-eyed girls. And I did that in her video. You can see me change them over. I actually went from semi-real eyes, so circular, to large anime eyes, which kind of works, but I'm going to buy some semi-real green eyes and change that. So I have decided with her green getup and her love of exploring the world, but doing it in style, but still loving to see, you know, the outdoors and all that sort of stuff, just in style. We are going to make her a green-eyed girl. So I'm going to do that actually off camera. If you want to see an eye change, check out my Smart Doll Monday video, and then we're going to be right back to stick that beautiful blonde wig on her. Okay, I thought I'd just do a close-up of her with green eyes. I think Melody with green eyes is spectacular with all those flicks. Look at how pretty she is. I mean, I do like the girls with grey eyes. They have some depths in them, but they look very much to me like, I don't know, I keep thinking Bendy and the Ink Machine. So I've got a couple of grey eyes here, which I'll find something to do with. But I actually am surprised that there's not more girls with green eyes out there. I know Canada, and I think one of the Prowesses has one green eye. I think the Coco Prowess has one green eye. But yeah, it's actually something that's lacking in Smart Doll, some green-eyed representation. But she will be my second green-eyed girl in my Smart Doll City, and I think she's amazing. Let me know what you think of her eye color change. I think she's beautiful with this. This is so pretty. Okay, let's finally get her hair on. Alright, I have Zoey here. I love her. The thing is, I thought she was pretty when she had the grey eyes, like beautiful, and I was like, oh, she's so pretty, I can't wait. I can put her in my cabinet and all this. And when I changed her to those green eyes, it was exactly what I envisioned for Zoey. She is stunning now, and I love the outfit, goes amazing with her. I love that I got her green shoes, so I'm going to get some white socks for her. It's going to make her look very, very casual in some ways, but I think that with these pants being just so, like, the 3/4 cargos, I think she actually looks really stylish. Stylish casual in some ways. Maybe if I get her like a you know what would look amazing with this is if I got her like a green over jacket in the same sort of greens as this here. She would look fantastic. Anyway, wig. Let us get into it. I'm keeping her as a blonde because I put green eyes in my Monday. Like I said, I think she had the semi-real circular eyes, and I put big green anime eyes in her. When you could buy the individual anime packs, you have to buy the eyes now in a pack of 3. Is it 3 or 4? 4, I think it is actually. And this was way back when you could buy the individual eyes. I brought the green anime eyes because I wanted them to look bigger in here. Where is she? She's down here. So they kind of work, and like a lot of people have said that they think that she'd look better with the green circulars. I actually kind of like that her eyes are so big in there. It gives her the look, but I may try the semicircular ones. But yeah, that works at the moment. I'm happy with her. I love her, so that's what's important. Here we go. Oh, and by the way, thank you to my best friend Matt of over 20 years for always spoiling me, and thank you so much. You must have known something was up when you grabbed her for me, because just shortly after this we went into option heads, and I've been a bit sad trying to desperately get dolls that still have bodies. Considering I have so many, and there's lots of option head ones that I'd like to buy in the full body range. Okay, so for me, always putting the wig on, centering the line with the nose, and then holding, and then pulling the back of the wig area down towards the ears is the easiest way I've always found with Smart Dolls. So I've got that side there. Let's get this side over here. So I just grabbed a big tuft of thing, and obviously I grab it in a way which isn't going to pull the hair out. Someone said to me, well, I tried your technique and I pulled out some of the hair, and I thought, like, well, duh, if you grab a little bit, it's probably going to go out, you know, you've got to grab a big chunk. So after you do that, you got to do a bit of styling, because, you know, got to get it right. But it is pretty easy if you use my technique, just to get it right up to the ears there. There's not much, yeah, there's nothing needed past that. And then you get your gorgeous girl. Look at her. I'm looking at the not looking in the camera, I'm looking to the side now. She looks so pretty. How beautiful. I'm gonna look at the big mirror in the back of the room. She's so incredibly beautiful. Green is definitely going to be her color, so I'll write up that green is her favorite color. Specifically, I think I'm gonna make it pine kind of green, like a pine green. I was thinking an emerald green, but I think pine, like nature. Maybe it reminds her a bit of where she came from, etc. Her origins. I absolutely love her. Let's put her in. So, like I said, I need to get white socks. White socks are becoming like a huge thing in my house, trying to find for all my ball jointed dolls. My strung dolls have been hoeing through them, or I have a sock gremlin, much like socks in our human wash, that just seem to disappear into the neither. Somewhere there is a kingdom full of socks. So I'm going to find her some socks and put some shoes on her. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me quickly go through articulation for those who are new. They can look from side to side, do the big old exorcist thing. They can look up and down, and their movement under the chest also assists with them. They have the shoulder movement and rotation. They have the elbow movement and rotation. They have the wrist up and down, and also the rotation. Very poseable. Underneath the chest here, as you saw, we can manipulate and change chests as we need. If the girls want a bit more oomph in their girls, we can move it down, or we can move it up there, and it can lean from side to side here. We come down to this area. There is no just above the butt movement, basically, some dolls come with, and we have the leg movement here. We can move the leg forward, we can leave the leg back, we can also ninja kick to the side, but it's restricted by pants right now, so I don't want to go ripping the pants, especially not with smart doll prices on their things. They are expensive, but they are worth it. They've got the knees, so we can kick back to about here. So we aren't like the ballerinas who can put their feet right up to their butt. God knows I could do that when I was younger. I wouldn't want to dare try it now. I'd probably like break 5 different areas of my body and be in rehab for a month. But there is a semi-rotation, but it's not meant to be a rotation. It's kind of just moving that overcover around. Then we come down to the leg. We can point the foot, we can put it back, and we can rotate it around. Oh no, she's broken her ankle! Like this. So they are very poseable dolls. Look, I highly recommend smart dolls, especially for beginners into BJDs, because they are easy to understand. The creator is somewhat controversial in some things, but he's also incredibly active, which is what you need when you become, it helps get excited about it when you know that the creator is actively engaging and listening and understanding, and sometimes fighting with his community. You know, he is a person and he wants to make something that he loves because it is his creation, and he wants to also make something that you love as his customer. I cannot wait. I'm hoping his store opens up. I'm going to Japan next year. Danny, if on some planet somewhere you are watching this, I want to see your store next year. I'm so excited. I really want to go and get a doll from there who, I don't know, maybe I'll call her Danielle as like a tribute to yourself, and because I got her in Japan from your store. I'm so excited, guys. I haven't done this in a while, and I'm like on a high right now. I have been dying to get into opening another smart doll. Thank you so much to my best friend again for getting me. Zoey is now part of my smart doll city. To all my smart doll ladies who I love and enjoy, thank you for watching again. Thank you for sticking with me while I'm going through this rather interesting time in life. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye bye.